everybody. Thanks for joining the Monochrome stream. It's another week. We are creating characters for the Monochrome Wasteland game. So this week we have the scientist, which is give us a little bit of break because he's not too terribly difficult from what we've had to be, dealing with. So that's good. Per usual, we have his concept piece here on the left, and then I've started a fresh avatar template here on the right. So let's get started on him. Let me turn that off there. Okay. So as we know, we can't have skin color on the bad guys, so we need to knock this out real quick. He's pretty pale. He probably stays inside doing experiments a lot and doesn't see the sun, so let's get him pretty pale. Get some eyeballs. There we go. Okay, so we don't want him too pale because I guess his hair is going to be white, so we need to make sure we have pretty good contrast on his skin to his hair. Maybe right there. Let's turn this white. Let's see what that looks like. That's not too bad. Not too bad. His nose will be just a little bit darker. Same with his mouth. And he is smiling, so we're gonna give him that creepy smile. There. There's always this little bit of color in there, which we will darken. And then the hair. Oh gosh, the hair is probably gonna be the hardest part for him, just because it's kind of like the psycho hair we had. That was our second character. It's kind of just like everywhere, although his is sticking up a lot more. So I think that's good. We got rid of the color. Okay. And that's really it. He's got his goggles, which I'm not too scared of that. We've done a couple goggles before. But let's shape up his hair real quick so that's even on both sides before we get crazy with it. So I'm gonna delete these. He has a widow's peak, so we might be adding that back. Actually, well, let's just add that over here instead of taking it away. Give me my tool. There we go. And then we'll carve that out as we need it. Okay, we'll get rid of that. So that's pretty even, except for that. Okay. Let's put his goggles on. Let me get rid of all these colors over here. We'll go pretty dark on that because we'll need a lot of dark to offset all the light going on with him. Not exactly black, but let's do that. Okay. So we can't do round, but we're going to get as close as we can to that. And I had an idea. I don't want it to come across cutesy, but let's try it. So in here, the goggles are really big, like his eyebrow. I guess we do need to make his eyebrows kind of the evil one. But his eyebrows are in the lens part of the goggle, so I might, oops, let's add a layer. I might try to make that possible. I'm not sure how. Okay, so that's as round as we can get with the space that we have. So my idea was, so the goggles, can like magnify the eyes, like he has really bad eyesight. Yeah, but then it looks like too cartoony, so we won't do that. Alright, so that's pretty good on the goggles. And then on the side here, we'll make that come back here. And we'll paint this one in here. That way it goes behind the ear and we'll have it maybe sticking out like that. And I don't believe he's gonna have hair down here. So we'll get rid of all of that for now. You know, it does look kind of silly if he's right on it, so I'm wondering, we might not be able to keep the eyebrow in there. Oops. If we do something, oops, give me my delete. Something like that. And then we'll have to paint our eyebrow back on some way. Actually, I know what we'll do. So let me go. So last week we did the outlaw. Let me go to him real quick. And came up with this trick on the eyes. So this is the outlaw we did last week. He's finally colored and everything. Or not colored, but shaded with the grays and whatnot. But on his eyeballs, we did a layer here to shrink half a voxel size to kind of give him a glare type thing. So I think we need to do that on him too, because he's kind of glaring like that. So because right now he's too happy. If he's smiling and he looks like that, he's too happy, and we can't have that. We want it to be creepy happy. So we'll give him an evil, oops, evil squint. And maybe it's just a smirk. So maybe like one side is up, right? And then we'll squint him. We'll squint here in a second because that takes a little bit. He's got a really, really long, narrow face. I think we might need to kind of clean this up like we do. So I think typically we take this whole thing out, and I think this one. Yep. And you know what? We might even add another creepy layer right here. We'll see how that sets with us later, but a really long face, and it's gonna be even longer when we get that hair spiking. So all right, so far so good. Let's figure out this hair. This is the hair color we're going with. So let's turn it all the same color and we'll shade it later. So all of this is white. It's gonna be maybe difficult to see that, but that's all right. White, white, white. And all of this. That's crazy. It looks like it's, but it's not. Okay. Uh-oh, we gotta. Okay. So Widow's Peak, maybe it goes to 2 to 4. We need to color all that like it's his hair. Under there. Whoa, what is this? So he's pretty balding, so I guess he doesn't really have hair right there. There we go. It sticks up right here, and then we can't have them right next to each other, so he has antennas. Let's turn off our symmetry for a second. turn this on. Yeah, so this is going to be a process of just making it messy and crazy. And then we want it to stick out a little bit, as round as we can get it. And we'll take that away. Alright, I'd say we don't go past the 3. Let's see. Timer went off. So we'll do stuff like that. Might just get the front kind of looking good, and then I will continue this later because this is going to be very, very tedious. There's that one. Maybe we give him a side. Can we turn? Can we turn? Yeah, we kind of can. Maybe that's a small one. And maybe he's got like that. So what does that look like? Oh yeah, that's gonna be cool. Really crazy.
Is this true?
Let's see. I'd say his forehead's too big, but no, I mean that's kind of true. Alright, let's put a couple more so at least it looks good from the front, and then we'll move into his clothes. So let's see. Oh, that won't work. Give me something back here. Took away the wrong one. How about something like this? What? There we go. Oh, that one's way too high. Get some in there. How about a good one right here on the side? And then we'll delete those. Okay. And then the side, it will stick out, but we won't go as far. And we kind of need to go backwards. That way it gives us width, but it isn't crazy. Okay, so, well, I guess we'll do this side real quick, just a couple. Very, very tedious. It's just going to be time consuming. It's not relatively difficult, but... Oh no, come here. Oops, I deleted the wrong ones. There we go. Okay, so I think that's good for his hair for right now. We'll do the rest off stream so it's not so crazy. Yeah, that's gonna be really crazy. Alright, let's give him a squint real quick, because that face is messing with me. So to do that, we only need to do 3 on this. Let's write down his skin color real quick. So this is scientist. So BE is his skin, right? Yeah. And why is this dark? It's just the shadow. Okay, so we need 3 like that. All right. So what we'll do is we'll create a new VXM real quick. Squint. And we need those colors to be 3 B's. B, E, B, E, B, E. Alright, we'll crop that, center the pivot, although the pivot's not going to matter here in a moment. I'll just get it as close as I can eyeball it real fast. Alright, and then what we'll do, looks like George Lucas right now, with Bedhead. We'll go to his head, create a child node, and this will be squint left. And then we'll go to our squint and drag it over here. Now we'll go back in here and we're gonna move it to where we want it from here. So his left is our right. Right there, I can kind of see the glasses. Oh, it's in his head. Okay, we need it somewhere right there. Let's see how close or far away we are. Well, where is it? Okay, I guess I'm way off. Oh yeah, too far and I can't see it yet. Okay, so there's the line. If we match that up, there. Okay, so now we have Z fighting, which we really shouldn't when we're done with this. Okay, I think we're pretty much there. So it'll look normal. Yeah. But now what we can do is, now we move it over the eye to control how much squint we want. So what is that? -7.5. Oh, that might be too much squint. Oh yeah, he's very tired. He's very, very tired. Alright, let's bring that down a little. Let's try, I guess 7. Let's try 7.2. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so we will do the same on his left eye now. So let's do that. Actually, I wonder. Can we just duplicate this? Squint right. And now I'm gonna come in here. And we're gonna just move it over. Oh wow, I think I got pretty close. For some reason it's higher. Oh. It's not. Okay, I did the same thing again. So when I duplicate it, since I'm moving the pivot it's moving for both. So I needed to duplicate it over here. So that's squint, this will be squint right side officially. So we'll drag that to the right, and then this one will move back. We gotta do it over again basically. Something like that. Now we should have both. Yeah. So that's better. Yep, looks better. Okay. So let's move downward here. Save as we go. He has this crazy doctor jacket on. Oh, whoops. That's not what we want. So we're gonna go ahead and just make it kind of an off-white. We don't want it. We want his hair to be the whitest thing. That might be kind of cool. What color did we choose though? C5. Let's write that down. So C5. And let's throw these on his arms real fast. Get rid of these. And then, so he's got kind of some hazard gloves and boots on, which are pretty straightforward. We can knock that out. And he's got the syringes on his arm, which isn't too difficult. And then the syringe on his hand, which I've created, but it's in 3 pieces because it's an equipable. But I haven't tested it yet because holding a syringe is not like holding a sword. But I'm trying to make it so that it looks like it. So like when because they have fists. If you look at him, he just has little fists. So how would you hold a syringe since his fingers aren't sticking out? Unless we make fingers stick out. Okay, we might make him difficult and do that, but I think it'd look really cool if he had his fingers in it. However, he'll be swinging it like a sword, which might look weird. So he might need to just fist it like he's stabbing you with it. Less gentle injecting and more stabbing. Okay, so his arm sleeve here. Okay. So there's most of it. So it's buttoned and then it splits. That might be difficult. We haven't been able to go any clothing down this low just because the legs. I think the furthest down we've been able to get is right here, so we'll have to do that with him too. But let's go ahead and choose some pants. I think from the drawing it's a little too close to the jacket, so we will make it darker, just so that it's a little more distinguished what's the jacket and what's the pants. So something like that maybe. And of course I didn't look at it. What did I choose? 62. Alright, we'll do this on his legs really quick. Alright. Right thigh. Let's see. Okay, so shins and then his sneakers. Oh, did I forget? It's 62. I didn't write that down. 62. Right leg. Okay. Now, let's get these shoes away so we can stop looking at all this color. So, again, the shoes are a little too close to what the other colors are. So, we're going to make them darker of the 3. Maybe something like that. And we'll color all of this. We'll shade it later. Okay. That's 56. And then we'll do the shoe trick where, oh, that's too close. I want that a little bit darker. How about something like 3F? So the shoe trick is for lazy people or people in a hurry, where I just drag the right foot on the left foot and I'm done. So we can delete, whoops, we can delete the left foot. Okay. So he does not have skin color on his hands because he's wearing gloves, so we're gonna get rid of these. It doesn't really work on the hands, the shoe trick, so that's okay. Whoops. Oh, I keep flipping over there. Oh, I see. So the gloves will do maybe a middle gray. What's that? 64. And then this is this part of the hand where it gets all shadowy. And the fingers, just so we can still see that they're there, will darken, but not as dark as the shadowy place. And now let me write these down real quick. So the gloves is 64. Fingers is 58. And the dark shadowy place is 50. And you know what? Oh yeah, there's the thumb. Okay. Alright, that's pretty cool. We might change that. I just don't want it to look all the same. Alright, 64. The dark place is 50. And the fingers are 58. Okay, that's done. Cool. Now, the boots, kind of the rubber boots you wear for hazmat stuff. Did I write down the shoes? I did not write down the shoes. We need to make these go up because right now they're just regular size shoes. So if we do up to below the knee, that'll be pretty easy. Get rid of all these color. Get us a new 3F. Alright, and then we'll color this, and let's go to here, maybe. So we'll color all that. And not forget about that one. So we stopped 1, 2, 3 below the joint there. Okay, yep, that looks good. So we'll do the same thing on this left leg here. Get rid of the colors, add 1, 3F, 1, 2, 3. I guess I could switch tools and make this easier. Good old box tool, you can just drag. Okay, so saving that. So same concept as the boots with his gloves. He's got long gloves that come all the way almost to his elbow. We did write down the glove amount, so we can go ahead and do that real quick. That is 64, which, yeah. So there's his hand. How far up do we want those? Maybe right there. Let's see what that looks like. That looks pretty good. We don't want to get too close to where the arm connects right there because we'll get some Z fighting, but that looks good. What did I stop at? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So same thing on this side. We'll get our color on here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Drag those over. Whoops. Okay. I think we've got everything, at least the basics, done. Now let's put this stripe where his buttons are down the front. And then we can start making his jacket come down longer. Then he has this scarf cape type thing around his neck, and we'll do that. Okay, so this is the front. We want the stripe to be pretty dark for contrast. It's off-centered, so maybe right there. Right there. Can we put a button? We'll just put, let's do the buttons as we go. Maybe a light gray. That's too close together. I think that's good. Let me write that down. This dark color. So that's his gloves. The dark one is 2C. The buttons are 61. Alright, and we are 1, 2 from the side. So this is the issue. So right here you can see the shadowy part where the chest asset attaches and folds into the belly one. So we've got to be sure that we do the same right here so that when those touch, there's no Z fighting. I guess we'll have the jacket split right there. It's gonna be tricky, but let's try. So the dark color was 2C, and we were right there. And we had buttons that were 61. I don't remember where it was at, but let's say that there's, I don't think I had them like that. Let's just do one more. That's pretty good. So you can see, just because it's not straight, it looks weird like that. We might not have a choice in the matter unless we made it like 3, but I think that would be too big. However, a lot of this part up here is going to be covered up by his scarf. Okay, let's get into the tricky stuff. The jacket is C5, so this is the belly asset. Oh yeah, we already did that. The hips. Here we go. Okay. So we're adding our jacket color. And we're going to color. Actually, we're going to color all of this. And we just barely see his pants, his groin area. So there's the leg. We don't want to get that. However, let's see. If it's normally here, if we break it, whoa, let's not go crazy. If we break it there, and we break it, oh, there's gonna be so much Z fighting we're gonna have to deal with. Okay. Oh, you know what? Let's just try. No. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, I was off. Okay, so we might not be in bad shape. It's still gonna be tricky, but it'll be better if we're over 1. Give me that. And the white. So now, yeah, we can split it like this. And maybe just one more. Something like that. Okay, that's better. Is he fighting better? No, but we will make it work. So now we've got to do the same thing on this leg. So basically we have a white, right? The jacket is C5. That's right here. And then we have our dark strip, which is right here. This is his leg. Let's see if that lines up like we'd like. Oh geez. So it does. Kind of. The question is if we go to like a walk animation, which is actually more straight than what we've been looking at. That's not bad. We might be able to pull that off right there. Yeah, that's not too bad. So we'll go back to idle real quick. Actually, let's do the T-pose. You can see it a little bit straighter. So we're going to color all this white because his jacket wraps around his body. I just want to get this tricky front part. So back in his hip real quick. That needs to be right there. So on his hip, or his right leg, I guess we'll continue that over one. Maybe make it just, I don't know. Let's see. Jacket. Definitely right here. I mean, we can make it the same as the other side, maybe. If we do this bit, maybe. Let's see here. Oh, it looks great straight on. Okay. I guess we can color the rest of them. So we'll get our white here. Switch to my box tool. This is all gonna be white. All of it. And then the jacket comes down. We're gonna make it as far as we can like we normally do. So this is gonna be long. Okay. So we're at the bottom there. And then I'm going to do the same thing on these legs. Box tool. Oh, I'll go crazy now. Give me that. Like that. And definitely back here. And that stripe runs all the way down, so we'll keep that going. Alright, and then same thing on this leg. Box tool. And then all of this. Not all that. Okay. Oops, we need our stripe. Okay. Oh, except our jacket's not going to go down that far. We can't do that. So we will probably cut the jacket off. We're going to cut it off. So there's where it connects to the other part of the leg. I think we're going to need... That might be enough. So we'll take it up to 2. Okay. That will be as long as we'll be able to take it. So get rid of this. Alright. Cool. Now the back doesn't go down quite as far. For that, we're going to have to use a separate piece, which we can do that real quick. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my gosh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. Okay, easy enough. So for that, we'll create a VXM real fast. Name this jacket bottom and get it our jacket color. We're gonna do 10 by 1 by crap, 6 maybe? Pivot doesn't matter because we're gonna have to fix that. Okay. So now what we'll do is we'll attach a child node to the hip. We'll call it, what happened? Jacket bottom. Okay. Drag that over there. Now from here, we're going to move it into place. So we need to go this way and down. I think I got pretty close. Let's see. Do I have extra? Oh, I do. I have it up too far on him. Hello, Cosmo. Cosmo wants out of the chair. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna get you down. There you go. Okay, so now his jacket goes down to where we want it. Let's see. Now, what I'm not liking is it's kind of got these jagged hip right here, and it comes out. So we might just add a layer in there real quick. Actually, before we do that, let's put his arms down. Let's give him a walk. Yeah, because the jacket would be kind of poofy. It's a little form-fitting, but let's add a layer there. And then we're going to add a layer right there. Cool. And then I think we've got to do that on the belly also. Yeah, right here. That'll make everything kind of line up real nice. Right there and right there. Now he won't look so weird. There we go. Cool. Okay, so really the only issues I'm seeing right now, this, you can kind of see it switch over to the left a little bit. It should be fine. This one though, how the black square goes all the way up into the white. How can we cheat that? Ah, I know. So we're gonna make this cut here, okay? And we can do this transition on the leg right here, so we don't do it on the gap. Oops. Okay, so there's that. And then we move the leg one down. So now this will all be white, except for right there, I think. Did I do that right? Let's see. It's better. tricky. I might have to play with that. See how that's gonna work. It's better than it was though. Alright. Let's give him his syringe arm holder. Where is my idol? There we go. Okay, so right arm, he's got this armband that holds syringes. So let's get that on here. Let's see what that looks like. We're just gonna paint that on, and then we'll add the syringes as another layer to give it that depth. And those we'll do dark. Now we can't get super detailed syringes because we are really small as it is. Whoops. So we're the best, actually, no. We might just do one syringe and we're gonna make it. Let's see. Alright, armband, that looks good. Okay. Let's try to do this scarf neck choker thingy. Yeah, so it'll be a dark gray. Let's pick it maybe 53. So around his neck, I want to have it going. I know we're not going to see these, but just in case. What am I at? 53? Hello, what are y'all doing there? Alright, 53. We might have to go up one more too. Yeah, so you barely see it. So we're going to go up one. And cut out his chin just a hair. Oops. And then we'll try to put that button on there. I don't know that we'll see that button, but okay. Maybe we delete that. There, his chin sticks down like that. Okay. And then the back row, there we go. God, I don't think we're gonna see that button. That's okay. Alright, 53 is the color. Cool, that looks better. Alright, now we're gonna add a layer in 53. Okay, so this kind of comes across his arms, but I don't want to play with that Z fighting, so we're going to stop it just on the edge here. We're going to have it come down, something like this. We'll get the outline and then we'll fill it all in. So the back does hang down, kind of like a mini cape. So we're not going to make it touch the back. We're going to give it that gap. But we don't want to touch the bottom. So maybe we just go to there. And then we come up. Something like that. Oh, Cosmo. There we go. Alright, let's fill that in. Cosmo approves. Accept. About like that. Now, I wonder if I can get away with making all of this. Oh wow, there we go. It's probably gonna rub on the neck, but since we have the same color, we might be okay. There we go. Let's see what that looks like. Cool. Yeah, his chin's digging into it, so let's take off that row. Right here. I guess it doesn't have to all come out, but at least right there. And then we'll just color those. What's that look like? Alright, do something. How about walk? Alright, so I think we can get away with one block hanging over here. So if it's kind of hanging over his shoulder. Maybe. Oh no, don't do that. Okay. Yeah, we might be able to get away with that. Okay. Walk, walk, walk. Better. His arm is just digging into that side. But I didn't add anything right there, so that's just how it comes. But that's fine. Okay, so, you know, his smile needs to be a little more defined. It's a little too light. There we go. Better. Okay, so I'd say he's in a really good spot. Again, there's not a lot to him. I will do the hair craziness all the way around off stream, and then probably start coloring him. He's got this kind of dirtiness on the jacket and this scarf thing, so I'll probably do that a little bit. Get the gloves and everything going, and then so Friday when we get back to him here on the next stream, most of that will be done, and what we need to do then is figure out his weapon. So I'll show you real quick. I've made this guy, the syringe, similar to the one he's holding, but you can't really, basically he's gonna have to fist this part like it's a sword, and that's the handle, the guard, and this is the blade, which could work. We'll just make this longer, and then we'll take this asset smaller where it's not so long, and we'll attach it to his arm. Maybe two, maybe one on the back and then one on the side, so that he'll have some syringes. But yeah, he's pretty straightforward compared to some of the other ones. Doesn't have a whole lot going on. I think the jacket isn't bad. And yeah, so that's it for today. Thank you everybody for watching. Like I said, Friday we'll be back to finish him, which will be the same time, so an hour from right now wherever you are. And yeah,